morning, everybody. It's Lisa Seversyke with Global State Mortgage.
And Kaylin Lynn with Remax Real Estate Center, and I want to introduce our guest today.
Hi.
This is Nikki Holland with Nikki Holland Design.
Hi, glad to be here.
We're going to talk about staging today. So we
Staging.
happen to be in one of Kaylin's listings right now at
5505 Springbrook Drive in Ames.
Yes, and this house happens to be empty. The owners
Right.
have moved out.
Yep, they moved to their new location, and so, you know, it's hard to look at a house when it's empty.
Yes, and visualize
How you're going to live there and how the space works. So I called Nikki and I said, hey, we have a vacant home, and you know, it's really hard to take an attractive picture of a blank wall. Right. So I asked Nikki if she would come in and help me out a little bit, and so talk a little bit about what you do when you first walk into a home.
Yeah. Okay, so I like to get a good view of the entire space and kind of find all my different focal points and really what highlights the house, because I want to show that off, because that's really what's going to help sell the house. So like behind us here, huge focal point, which is style, because of course I don't have a television, and you don't even have to have a TV up there,
No,
really.
you don't.
You could style it just like this. So basically, I create focal points, highlight architectural elements, and really emphasize the different colors and accents that you can do throughout the house. Yeah.
So you're looking at the whole,
Yeah, the whole
whole
space.
entire house,
Yes.
right? So let's take a little walk
Yes.
over to
Yep.
the kitchen.
Exactly.
Gorgeous kitchen, by the way. Yeah, this cellar, it was a custom built, so some little unique features that you wanted to highlight too, with the cabinets and all that. But we had an empty eating space, so it's hard to visualize how big of an eating space that is. So.
Yep. And I try to keep things kind of simple, the bare necessities that really highlight. I don't like a lot of clutter, but enough to really make it feel homey and cozy and like allow you to be able to see what it could look like if you
Right, like the little
live in
recipe
this
book.
space.
I love,
Right,
You've got the
see?
little recipe
completely
book.
functional, ready to make, what is it?
Yeah, exactly.
Chocolate truffle cake, maybe?
Exactly.
That's
So.
awesome. So we were talking about, so this house has what we call a flex space.
Yes, it has a flex space in it, and so again, when I'm doing photography for a listing and it's unoccupied, it's an empty room.
Right.
It's like,
Should we go look at the
let's go
flex
look at the
space?
flex space and see how Nikki staged it for us. This they built as a home office, and so it's got the French doors, and it could be a music room, it could be whatever. But I think just looking at it blank was challenging. So Nikki, talk about that a little
so
bit.
basically I just styled this to be a comfy reading area. I could see this as an office. It could even be like a kid's play space. You know, if you didn't have to use this as an office, you could have that. You could have your own at-home office. But I just really wanted to soften this and make it not feel so open and
Right,
empty. So,
exactly.
Well, it's great to look at what the different options are. I mean, if you
Right.
come in here and there's nothing in there,
Right? How do I use this space?
what am I going to use
Yeah.
it for?
it's a good visual and gives people an idea of how they can use it. And
Absolutely.
sometimes actually people will take my decor stuff that I've done and they're like, oh, just gonna mimic that, and then when they move in or
Yeah.
their next space. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, let's move into the bedroom too, because you know when you have this is a 4-bedroom home, and it's unoccupied. You have 4 blank rooms to take a picture of, and it's hard to visualize where that space can be used. So, yeah.
Yeah, so this is a queen size bed, nightstands, lamps. It shows how comfortable it is. There's plenty of space for other furniture in here, but at least this gives, again, I keep saying focal point, but really that's what I do a lot to try to create. So.
Absolutely.
Which I think is great, because if you just come in here and you're like, okay, I have a queen size bed,
Right.
or what
It-
size bed fits in, does
Yes.
it
It
look like?
gives you the scale and the proportions of the space. So.
And you can even tell that you can fit a king size in here if you need to,
Very
because there's
comfortably.
plenty of space. So it's a great visual. So,
Agreed.
Yep.
yeah,
And then
absolutely.
when you're looking online too, you kind of get an
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah,
Because sometimes
Mhm.
that's what it takes to know.
Yeah,
they gotta
exactly.
work.
Yeah,
Right.
because sometimes with the angle photography, you just get a corner.
Yeah,
When I get a corner of that window, it's like, oh, what in the world is
You're
that?
like, oh, that's not very big, is it?
So if you're in here looking at this home, don't jump on the bed either, because
Yeah.
it's an air mattress.
Right.
So,
Oh, right. I gotta be able to lift it, right?
yeah. Exactly.
So what do you do, Nikki? So say I'm going to sell my house that I have not moved out,
Right.
and I'm living in it, and it's me and all the folks in my house and all
Yes.
the people and the
Right.
junk. I got
So-
lots of junk, right?
Yeah, right. Everybody does, because that's just what happens when you live somewhere for a long period of time. So basically, it can be in different phases, but I get to walk through your home and get kind of a good grasp of how you live and how you function. And then I just kind of look for the edits, like what needs to come out, what needs to be moved. And usually everybody's pretty willing because they're pretty excited. And I think home staging, I think, is really caught on. I think people are more likely to embrace it because not many people take it personal. So I will give you a to-do list. Sometimes it's on the spot because sometimes I have to just see it, reconfigure, even hang pictures on the wall. It just kind of depends on each project. So,
and you've done that for me also. Is gone into a home that's been occupied or is occupied and help kind of edit and move things around, and it really made a difference.
yeah.
So how does that help? So you have Nikki come in. So you're listing a house, or somebody's getting ready to list the house.
Right.
What would you say? This is what it helps as a buyer comes in and looks.
Yeah,
and you have somebody come in.
It really does, because I think some people I've had when I'm working with buyers and showing homes, so I'm looking at from that aspect.
Right.
So when I have a buyer, sometimes buyers get distracted by the stuff,
Agree completely.
and then it takes focus on how are the actual rooms and the whole home itself. They get distracted by the stuff.
Yeah.
Particularly if you have collections
Too
of
much
things.
stuff.
If you have too much stuff, they like looking at your collections and whatnot.
Right.
And they say, advice has always been to depersonalize.
Yep.
Yeah, and that really helps edit so that they can focus on the space and the rooms and how they'll live and not on the stuff.
Yep. Have you ever had anybody now we've decluttered and we love how it looks?
Oh,
and maybe
well,
we're just going to keep our house?
One of the biggest comments. One of the biggest ones is they're like, if I would have only known you like a year ago, we never would have left.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I always chuckle because people will always make these little fixes before they list that they've been living with for years. Like,
if only they would have done it.
yes, we could have done this 5 years ago. We just never got around to it.
It's the final push to get it done. But
That's funny. So I would say too, if you're living in your house and maybe you would like to live in it really nice before you go sell it, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
I do home styling too, not just home staging. So yeah.
Absolutely. So
So
that's
it's good. So if you're going to list your house,
this is a great resource to have. Absolutely.
whether it's empty or you need somebody to come in
Yeah.
to get it ready for you. So I say, people look at a lot of houses and you want to be the house.
That's right. You
Stands
want the best first impression online and when they walk in the front door.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
So we will actually put Nikki's information below.
Nice.
below the video. So if you want to reach out, and then if you have any questions about staging or how important it is or anything like that, definitely also to.
We'd be glad to talk to you about it.
That'd be
Absolutely.
great.
Yes. Otherwise, enjoy this awesome day
Yes,
we have
sunshine.
here. And thanks for listening.
Yeah. Talk to you next week. Bye bye.